This is Fun Buds. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things with a benzo. So, Marge, better not in the mood, Marge. Better not in the mood. You better on Marge. It's a rough being on Marge. I've been up like 3 hours. It's 9 o'clock. I've been up since 6 a.m. about 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm a morning person. I got a lot of energy. I gotta, and it's been a long 46 years, y'all. Trying to curb it and suppress it because people don't like, bring it down here, bring it down here. I'm tired of bringing it down here. I'm ready for it to explode and it to be okay. People that don't feel emotions, that's what I think is weird. The psychopath. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that in this incarnation, they're just born with something. We have free will, and what they choose to do with that is what the problem, there lies the problem in a lot of cases. What we're going to see in the next little bit here, we're going to see who the control freaks are. And when I say control freak, all that means to me is the more controlling they are, is the smaller and more powerless they feel. Because they have to control things outside themselves because they don't know how to control what's inside, and that is an imbalance that needs to be addressed. And here is the time. Always is a good time. No time like the present. It's a gift. So some things that I've noticed, people oftentimes are give other people enough rope to hang themselves because we see how people really are. Now I live in Oregon. The cases, here. Now, north of me and south of me, far more than cases are much higher, supposedly. But I think that people with inflated egos just like to make up numbers anyway. I don't know anyone that's sick personally myself. Yep, I know a lot of people. I have known a lot of people. It's always like that, though. So, guess it's not my world. Guess it's not on my earth, my reality. There is no virus. There is no sickness. Everyone's healthy where I am. That's too bad that people have created so many worlds for themselves. Realities that there's so much turmoil and sickness. Life is supposed to be joyful and happy. But people do things weird. We're all patterns and cycles, yeah. But people there's a small number of people that have liked to control these patterns and cycle. Who created this 9 to 5? Not even everybody, not everybody's a morning person. Because not everybody is born at the same time. Because in the time that people are born really says a lot about their personality. And if they're going to be a morning person or a grouch until like 10 or, people are like, don't talk to me until after I have my coffee, That's all about, because I think night shifts are our spirit having higher dimensional experiences, and I think sometimes, those crappy people are people having a higher dimension experience, and then they come back here and they're like, God, I don't want to be, I freaking live on Earth and it sucks, and it takes me a while, because when I'm asleep, I'm free and I'm joyful, and then I gotta deal with this shit for a while, and then you gotta get back in the motion, the man-made 9 to 5. I was always the one support, so I was there all hours. I never had, the cool shift. I worked every shift around the clock, regardless of what job I had, just where I was needed. So for people to set themselves live up to, to freaking do so little and just get to freaking skate, that's imbalance, and that's what's having to pay. I think it's funny. I don't have kids. I'm a freaking pro of human nature. I'm a pro of human nature. I've been studying my whole life. I don't need a degree. I mean, I have degrees, not in that, but I'm not wrong a lot. That's something I was thinking of this morning. Is I think about things that people just don't think about because they're too busy thinking about what they're told. So I like to, keep coming up with my own creative thought because I'm so plugged into source and all that. I like to share my thoughts, so maybe someone will, think about my thought and then come up with their own, and that's how worlds change, not by having the same thoughts over and over, the same conversations every week. Every Thursday. Got big plans for the weekend. Without fail, I hated it. You know, people eating the same meals on the same days, you know, pizza on payday Fridays, and it's just like, this is as good as we are. So I was thinking about sleeping babies this morning. When babies are asleep, I didn't have a peaceful childhood. I think about, isn't that so nice, the little babies that are put in a room? Put a baby in a room and it's all quiet. No, everybody keep quiet. Don't disturb the baby. So you're teaching that, you know, everybody, because I had to do it. I had a little, everybody don't have fun. Go outside, take it away, no noise. And then I know the people that they just went on. You know, the parents vacuumed, they went on with their lives, and the baby just learned how to sleep through the chaos. You know? So there's a lot of babies that's an imbalance. If you happen to have everything your way, everything has to be your way, and look at it. All these people from the time they were babies, they went to the right schools. They got all these advantages because of who they are and who they're related to. But the thing of it is that relation doesn't give you soul content. It doesn't give you creative juices. The position, the time of birth, which you were incarnated, that is your character and content. We all have free will. It's what people choose to do with it. So we're going to see a lot more rules imposed. Next 2 weeks, the astrology, heated. Because it's Taurus energy, and Taurus wants to feel good without restriction. But when there's so many restrictions like we're gonna have, because old girl, the dumb bitch that's the governor of the state in which I live, she's not doing a good job, and she wants to go right along with I'll just do what what you folks are doing. I'll just go along for the ride. And what she don't know that Bundy dude, you know, these people that don't like to be told what to do, because most people don't, because the human spirit is free, and it knows it's free, and it's trying to remind the human, the container, that it's in there trying to be free. So all these rules and constraints for the minimal risk, that's an imbalance. Look at the outcome. That's what people determine, like, you know, if people are crazy, they don't match the event or their response doesn't match the event. That's how I look at it, how balanced somebody was. You know, if you have somebody that it's like a fender bender, but somebody gets out and they're almost getting violent at you, but nobody's hurt, that response doesn't match. So this tells me this person is taking more into the situation that's actually happened. He's probably doesn't have insurance, or maybe he's drunk, or now his attention is going to be called to him or something. So you were the catalyst to expose his, you know, lack of responsibility. So that's what we're seeing a lot now, is a lot of people that haven't been responsible within themselves, because egos don't contain themselves. They don't. Egos don't stay in the dark, and the bigger they get, without the self-discipline to have balance, to not let yourself get carried away in any respect, in a relationship, you know, keeping it all. That's what I used to do. I used to get in a relationship with someone, and I would put all of my effort into them, and that's an imbalance. But this is what we're supposed to figure out as we evolve. Where people are supposed to evolve. They're not supposed to keep going to the same job every day that they hate for years and years, or maybe they like it, but, you know, and then they freaking, you know, you're doing all this stuff you like, but you keep getting bigger. You're growing in abundance and girth, but not in spirit, and that is an imbalance. And people are remembering now because their DNA is shaking, going, there's a spirit in here. And you're supposed to be learning stuff. You're not supposed to be freaking shopping Black Friday and, you know, but all that stuff is over anyway, because the way the world was, we will never see that earth again. The earth is not even the same earth anymore. It's not. It's a new earth. And we can make it beautiful and glorious, or we can make it more of the shit show that it's always been because of the control freaks. You know who they are. People know who the control freaks. The ones that hide, that you can never get to. They don't answer their phone. They just keep on, and they keep making it harder for people and harder for people. And you're just like, listen, I don't want to get mad. I don't want to get mad. I never want to get mad. Sometimes I just can't fucking believe the amount of insurmountable bullshit that is presented to me. And it's been like that. Because if there's a fucking asshole control freak in the room, they're gonna come after me and make an example after me. And I don't even come into situations with that fucking attitude and mentality. I come into every situation with the clear slate. You know? We'll see how this goes. And oftentimes it's pretty cool and copacetic. We have a good exchange and yeah. Vibrations are raised. And then this 1-2 times out of 10, I find the antagonist. The fucking asshole who wants to make an example out of people like me. I'm just a strong person, man. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm independent. I got a good heart. Dare say I'm the best person I know. And it's not because I haven't tried to know other people. It's because people don't feel good enough about themselves to care to know about me. So, world is changing. For that I am grateful. That's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.